in honor of the Mental Illness Awareness Week, we are sitting down with Mr. Modlmayer.
Mr. M., there is a good chance that many members of CMS in the community are wondering who you are and if this is your first time they're seeing you. Why don't you tell the school who you are, where you came from, and what do you do here at school?
Well, my name is Mr. Modlmayer. I am the new coordinator of the Clarence Family Support Center. My job here is to help kids and families with anything that they need help with, if it's in school or out of school.
Can you elaborate a little more about the Family Support Center and who might be interested in its services?
For who might be interested, it could be anybody that lives in the district. It doesn't have to be a family in crisis. It doesn't have to be a family that really needs anything. That's a big part of what we're doing here, is trying to meet the mental health needs of our kids.
If someone wants to come to the Family Support Center, when and how would they do so?
Any kids are welcome, and any parents are welcome to show up at my door at any time. They can come, let me know what they're looking for. They can, even if they don't know what they're looking for, if they just know that they have something they want help with, they can come visit. They can also go see their teachers, their nurse, their counselors, any of the principals in the building, and they'll make a referral to me, and I'll reach out to families.
As the resident expert, we want to put your knowledge of mental health facts to the test. Are you ready for a pop quiz?
I hope so.
Number 1, what is depression and what is the percentage of people in the U.S. that suffer from it?
Depression is a lot more than sadness. When you hear depression, most people think of people who are feeling sad all the time. When it gets really bad, people think of people who might be suicidal. But depression takes a lot of other forms that often go unrecognized. Some people sleep a lot more or sleep a lot less. Some people eat more or eat less. Depression is something that changes the way you think, the way you act, the way you feel. And like I said, it's a lot more than sadness. And it's also incredibly common. I think it's roughly about 8% of the population will experience depression at some point in their lives, which means that there's probably 2 kids in your class who have depression or will have depression at some point.
Question number 2. Same question, but with regards to anxiety.
Anxiety is one of those interesting ones because there's absolutely nothing inherently wrong with anxiety. Anxiety is what makes you run away from a bear. If you were walking through the forest and saw a bear, you run away from it because your body says this is dangerous. The problem comes in when that anxiety takes over your life and you can't stop worrying and you can't stop thinking about what could go wrong. And similar to depression, it's around 8 or 9%. So there's another 2 kids in your class who could be dealing with severe levels of anxiety on a daily basis.
Are these and other mental health conditions treatable?
Absolutely. Counseling, medications are available. They're not necessarily things that will cure it. Like I said, we all have anxiety. We all experience, we can all feel depressed. Counseling helps us to live with those things. It helps us to cope with what we're going through and what we've experienced so that we can continue to function in school or at work.
What are some resources for students to access should they need some help?
Well, a great first step is to go to your guidance office. Go talk to your counselors. Go talk to the psychologists at the elementary schools or at the high school. Those are people in the school that you know, that hopefully you trust and you have a good relationship with. And they can work with you on a lot of things and work with kids to develop those coping skills in school. If you need outside support, if you need more than that, you can come see me anytime. I'm in room 105, across from the nurse's office at the middle school. And I'll talk to the kids, I'll talk to your parents, and we'll see what best suits your needs.
Well, you've definitely proven your title of Clarence Family Support Center expert is well deserved. Thank you for your time.